Ladies and gentlemen, 始めようか Thank you for waiting, don't miss it Start countdown, 3, 2, 1 Step forward and go
Hey YouTube, this is Joe.
And Joe.
And we have a deck profile for you guys from the ToyWiz 2015 Regional Tournament. This is our friend Tom, and what did you play today, Tom?
I got a second place playing blue Necros, and just want me to get into it?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so I played 41 cards. I played the staples, the 3 Valkyries. A lot of people like 2. I think 3 is what you need for the mirror, and also use your draw engine. And I played trade-in, which you'll see later, so I really wanted to like have him in my hand or be able to go get him. And then 3 Unicorn, because Brio got hit, you need to run him to get all back your resources, just staple, and then 2 Brio. And then I ran 2 Colossals because I like seeing it. Some people run 1, but I want to see it later. If you play it with the normal mirror, you want to have it to banish for Trish. And then I played 1 Trishula and 1 Gungnir. This card actually came in clutch today. I didn't run Decisive Armor, but I liked Gungnir because it helps you protect the soft block. And against Rogue or Quillhort, you can just pop stuff. So that's it for the rituals. And then for the normal monsters, I played 3 Manju, Staple, searches your cards, 3 Senju, the Djinn, because he just wins games. Then 2 Shrit, because he's the Bae, he does everything in the deck you need him to do. I one time used Shrit 3 times in one turn. I had it in my hand, got it back with Unicorn, used it for each mirror to pay the cost accordingly because the card couldn't be used with Kaleido, and then banished it with the last mirror. And then for the event, I ran 3 Valor. The night before, I was testing Max C, but in my head, I thought Valor would be better because you want to stop Lava Vault Chain, and you want to stop Emeralds and Valkyries and Trishes, and just gain advantage in the mirror really quick. And it's also really good against like Stellar Knights when they go and they play like Altair, Deneb, and you just can Valor it. And it put in a lot of work throughout the entire regional. I won a lot of games just because like they'd go Altair late game and I'd Valor it, or I'd hold it until my opponent thought I didn't have anything, and then they tried to trish me thinking I fucked up my field, and then I just play it and Valor them. So I wouldn't change any card in the monster lineup. And then for the spells, I played the 6 mirrors. I ran 4 outs to the Djinn, 2 Book of E, which I feel is the best out because you can't be stopped by anything. Book of Moon, which is just good against like BA and generalistically just another out. And then Geki, which this card's like subpar. This was my 41st card. I thought about cutting it, but it actually won me a game against Mask Heroes. He went Darklaw Abyss Dweller turn 1, and my 6th card was Raigeki, and I went Raigeki clears board, and he couldn't come back from that. And then my last one was preparation. I was playing against my mirror match around 4, and he top decked prep, and then I soft locked him, and then top decked my prep and won the game. And then for the like tech choices, I guess I ran 2 Rhoda. Some people run it, and some people don't, or they run it at 1. I just like it because it gets you straight and Colossalus, and just it's another thin to deck card. It's only really bad with their maining Shared Ride, and then you have to give them like 2 cards off of it. And then I ran 2 Trade-In. A lot of people don't like this card, but I was watching people play with it and just get +3s off of Valk. It's where you would just go play Valkyris, then like Rhoda for Shrit, play Cycle, get back Valkyris, get Shrit to get like Trish, then Tribute so that your Valk can't get Valored, then Tribute off the Valk and the Trish, draw 2 more cards, and you just accelerate through the deck so much that your opponent just like can't come back. And like game 1s, it just really gets you to what you need to. If you're like trying to dig for like an out against the soft lock, you could like have this in hand, summon Senju. No, play Brio, get Valk, then play this. And it actually won me a game against Shadal's. He had Thunder King face up on the field, and I went trade-in, draw, cycle, and another level 4, ditch 2 level 4s, bring back the Valk, attack the Thunder King. If I didn't, I just lost the game because it would have been 2-3 turns before I drew an out. And then my last card was Lance. This card was amazing all day. Against Stellar Knights with Fiendish Chain, you can just stop it. Against Trapple Nightmare, keep your soft lock alive, so if they draw the out, they have to draw 2 outs, and they have to be chainable, so you have to have like Book of Moon, you have to have like Raigeki Book of Moon, or Raigeki Book of E, or 2 Book of E's, or Book of E Book of Moon to get out of it, and if not, you just normally win, because you always search one of your lock protectors, and then you get this, and then you just set this, and the game's over, because you're going to sit there for so many turns getting card advantage that they're not going to be able to get out of it, and then since I ran triple Valor, I could Veil the Senjus and stuff when they search it. So there's really no card in the whole main I would change. I liked it at 41. It played well. So for the event, it was perfect.
You want to go to the extract next?
Yeah. Then I played again. So for the extra, I played Ragna Zero, never came up. Rhapsody, never came up. Cowboy never came up. Dweller never came up. I cast-delved one time. Exiton never came up. Diamond Dire came up once when I trished someone. The cards I made the most were Lavalval Chain. I made it every game I could. Double Emerald. Double Emerald came up one time the whole game running 2. I mean, the whole tournament running 2. But because I had the second one, I won the game. Because I was in the mirror late game and I shuffled back like 2 Unicorns and a Manju. And drew a Unicorn for turn, and that gave me everything while he was under soft lock. And like, because I was digging for cards. But because I had the second Emerald, when that Emerald eventually got used up, and my board got clear because he drew his out, I was able to play my second Emerald, put this back, and just keep going. And then for the synchros, you play for Kaleido. I played the 2 Herald, the 10 was my shooting star. I didn't have a Leo, or I would have ran it because I ran Valor, so I could have possibly made it. It never came up though. Star Eater, I used this once, and then Quasar, just a 12. Alright, so that's it for the extra deck. I only really used Emerald and Lavalval Chain. And then
the side?
And then for the side. So
and can you explain what you would end up using those for real quick?
Alright, so the most important card in my side deck and the best card was Denko. It just wins everything.
Yep.
Anything that isn't the mirror, you're already going to win when you draw this card. It's like, okay, Stella Knight's cool, I beat you. Mask Hero's cool, I beat you. Like Evil Storm, Rogue, just anything that runs heavy trap, because you have to run heavy traps if you're not running Necros, you run it, and I wanted to see 3, and I owned 3, so I sided 3. It was the best card the whole day.
Simple math. There you go.
Best card the whole day. And then the second best card the whole day was Royal Decree. Because if you draw any one of these, you win. And my matchups were just mostly back row heavy. I'll tell you at the end what I played and like what was really like the hardest matchup. But Royal Decree was really good. And then I ran 2 space. I only sided this in against Shadol's because of mistake. And I didn't want to side 3, nor did I think I had room for 3. So I just think space is a mediocre card. I didn't main it. I didn't miss it. And then I ran 3 Shared Ride for the mirror match and 2 Mind Crush. Didn't put these in against anything else in the whole day, but Shared Ride. But like when I put them into the mirror, I won. Game 3 against Necros, round 6, I go to Jinlock first turn, set Mind Crush, set Shared Ride, set Lance, and the game just ends because there's no way you can win with that field. Like, it's just, you eat up all their resources and then they can't out it even if they were trying to dig for one. And then my last 2 cards, which my like tech choice or something, were Mirror Forces, because I went to Philly the week before and lost to Spell Canceller 2 different rounds because the guy, like 2 different BAs were just maining it. And I think Spell Canceller is just like the best side deck card for Necros, even the Fiends and stuff. And I just didn't want to lose to like Fiends or Spell Canceller or just like I even put this in against Mask Heroes and it won me a game. Like it was just a good card that like people don't see it coming. And against rogue decks like Yosenju, you can just blow them out.
So was there anything in your main or side deck you would have changed at all?
No, I built this main deck to beat the mirror because it just to beat the mirror. And Valor was just the more universal card than Max E, so it just helped against the rogue. And then Lance just really helped. Like it both helps protect the mirror and it helps beat the random trap cards. Like there was no one card I hated or like didn't want to see in my opening hand. The most dead card was Trade In, but I never saw it throughout the entire day to play. And I only play tested this version of the deck for a week, and I because I had another build like ready to go, and then I changed it literally like a week before the event, and I was like okay. And then like a night before, I was like fuck it, I'll put Valors in and see how that goes. I don't know, I was all fickle, but apparently it worked. I played against round 1 S Knights, and he was maining Chaos Trap Hole to stop Senjus, and he paid 4,000, and that basically lost him game 1. Then round 2, I played S Knights again, and opened Denko game 2-3. He took game 1, but he just couldn't beat Denko game 2-3. Then I played against the kid who I lost to, Charles. He beat me with Mask Heroes in the fastest 2-0 of my life. He OTK'd me, and then he Dark Law mistaked me game 2, and then OTK'd me. Then I played against the mirror match, against the kid who didn't really know how to play the mirror match, and I just Dijin locked him 3 times over the course of the match, beat him. Then I played, so that's what, 4? Then I played, I think, S Knights again, beat him 2-1. Then Mask Heroes again, so that's 6. Then Shadal's for round 7, who was my buddy, and he was running Nat Beast Turbo Shadal's with like trap cards, and this is where I say Gungnir like put in all the work for the day, is because I would summon it when he had Trap to Trap Hole Nightmare and then sit on it and then just pop every single trap card he had that wasn't Trap to Trap Hole Nightmare and just and then like not have to worry about it. And then once everything was gone and I could finally get rid of the Trap Tree Trapple Nightmare, then I would just summon the Trish and he had nothing left. And then my last round was S Knights again. So I played 4 S Knights, 2 Mirror, and 2 Mask Hero. So for an 8-round event, it wasn't bad. And I only lost to the undefeated.
All right, not too bad. Well, thank you for the profile then.
Thank you very much.
No problem, guys. Anytime.
All right.
Well, YouTube, this is Joe.
And Joe?
Signing out.